talking shit about my son and his new show that's coming out, talking about I gotta judge the woman and I'm gonna have a problem with all the women and I want to have sex with my own son. Like, you guys need to stop that nasty, trifling ass shit. It's a nasty, you nasty. Get your life together. That's my baby. That's my son. Sick asses. It ain't my fault your mama and your daddy don't like you. That ain't my fault. Some cutie pies showing up here tonight. Hey, y'all.
Nobody expected the ground to tremble, the cameras to glitch, or the internet to choke on its own oxygen the second Karlissa stepped out of that car. But that's exactly what happened. Blueface's homecoming was supposed to be a heartwarming welcome. Maybe a few drinks, a few fake smiles, and one or two questionable dance moves. Instead, it turned into a full-blown cinematic betrayal of expectations the moment his mother arrived dressed like she was headlining Fashion Week on another planet. People swear the clouds parted. Others claim the wind stopped. A few dramatic souls even said their Wi-Fi lagged from pure shock. Within 30 seconds, the timeline collapsed into chaos. Fans gasped like they'd witnessed a royal coronation happening in the middle of the hood. Her outfit didn't just sparkle, it disrespected everyone who dared show up underdressed. The girls at the party froze. The guys forgot what they were talking about. Even Blueface looked like he'd been hit with a plot twist written by a writer with too much free time and no mercy. This wasn't an entrance. This was a cultural reset carried out by one woman who knew exactly what she was doing. Blueface's homecoming was supposed to be simple. A little music, a little chaos, and just enough peace to convince people he had his life somewhat together. But hours before the party even started, rumors began floating around like smoke from a messy kitchen fire. People whispered that Karlissa had been seen shopping in a store so bright it looked like it sold gowns charged with celestial energy. Some fans swear they witnessed her holding a dress so sparkly it could signal airplanes. Whether true or not, the rumor alone created enough tension to make the entire event feel like the prelude to a viral explosion. As guests arrived, the mood felt shaky, as if everyone subconsciously sensed they were extras in someone else's drama. Nobody knew whose. But the moment Karlissa's car pulled up and rolled to a stop, the entire crowd turned into unpaid paparazzi. It wasn't even subtle. People straightened their posture, fixed their hair, and held their breath like the Queen of England was visiting South Central. Then the door opened slowly, deliberately, dramatically, and suddenly everyone knew whose night it really was. The flash of her outfit hit the crowd like a visual slap. Her entrance was less of a walk and more of a controlled takeover. She stepped out like a woman fully aware she was about to start a generational conversation that would ruin deadlines, break friendships, and send Twitter spiraling into therapy. The dress didn't shine, it detonated. The shoes didn't click, they announced themselves like royalty arriving late on purpose. People gasped, phones flew up, and someone audibly said, "Oh my God." She came to offend. Even the DJ turned down the music to stare, which only added more gasoline to the spectacle. Blueface, who had been posing for photos with friends, froze mid-smirk. His expression shifted from confidence to pure whammy. In under 3 seconds, fans zoomed in on his face and turned it into instant reaction memes. One meme said, "When you throw the party but your mom steals your storyline." Another said, "Blueface realizing he's the background character in his own life." It was brutal. It was fast. It was exactly the kind of chaos the internet loves. The party hadn't even fully started, and Blueface already lost control of his headline. Meanwhile, inside the gates, whispers spread like a social media virus. Girls were looking at each other, questioning their fashion choices. One girl tugged at her dress like she wished it came with a refund button. 2 others huddled together, whispering that Karlissa looked like she fired her stylist army right before stepping out just to brag. The insecurity hit so hard you could practically feel it in the air like humidity. Karlissa wasn't competing, she was declaring dominance. And she did it silently, which somehow made it louder. When she finally walked toward the crowd, the reactions escalated. People didn't move out of the way, they parted like they feared being judged by her aura. Compliments flew at her from every angle, though most sounded more like nervous confessions than genuine admiration. "You look amazing, Miss Karlissa," someone squealed, to which she replied with a smile that could be interpreted as sweet, shady, or spiritually threatening depending on which angle you saw it from. Some fans swear she winked. Others say she nodded. The point is, whatever she did, it made grown adults lose all composure. Of course, the blogs caught wind of it instantly, before she even took 10 steps into the yard. 3 gossip pages had already posted granny clips titled "Karlissa snaps at homecoming" and "Blueface's mom arrives in full villain mode." The clips were blurry, shaky, and probably filmed by someone whose hands were trembling from excitement. But it didn't matter. The internet doesn't require clarity, it requires chaos. And Karlissa provided more than enough to satisfy the hunger of a million bored viewers somewhere near the snack table. Someone apparently muttered, "Chrissy gonna be mad as hell when she sees this." That one comment spread like wildfire. Suddenly, everyone was speculating whether the outfit was a subliminal message aimed at Chrissy and Jaden, or every woman who had ever been associated with Blueface. The theories were unhinged but entertaining. People suggested the shimmer on her dress was symbolic warfare. Others joked she dressed like she wanted to audition for Zeus. A few even insisted she planned this to overshadow every woman in Blueface's past, present, and hypothetical future. Meanwhile, Karlissa posed for selfies like a seasoned celebrity who had spent years perfecting her angles. She tilted her head, smirked, adjusted her hair, and every motion sent shockwaves across the timeline. Fans were posting the photos with captions like, "She understood the assignment and stole extra credit," or "This outfit came with its own NDEs." Someone tweeted, "Karlissa dressed like she's the mother of the multiverse," and that tweet alone went insanely viral. People weren't just reacting, they were spiraling. Blueface attempted to regain the spotlight multiple times, but each attempt backfired. He walked over to greet more guests, only to be overshadowed by a girl yelling, "Karlissa, come take a picture with us." He stood near the DJ booth trying to look important, but fans kept shoving their phones in front of him asking, "Where's your mom at?" One guy literally pushed past him saying, "Move, man. I'm trying to get her on my story." It was disrespectful, hysterical, and perfectly on brand for the digital age. As more guests arrived, the situation intensified. People started comparing their own outfits to hers and losing confidence by the minute. Someone whispered, "I should have stayed home. I didn't know she was gonna come dressed like a Grammy trophy." Another girl, adjusting her makeup, said, "I hate that I like her outfit more than mine." These weren't jokes, these were confessions from wounded egos desperately trying to survive in the shadow of a human spotlight. Karlissa didn't just pop out. She altered people's self-esteem in real time. Then something even more unpredictable happened. Fan pages began live streaming from the event. Yes, random strangers went live just to document Karlissa's existence in the same space as other humans. Comments flooded the chat faster than the live stream could catch up. Why she look better than everybody? Did she got a glam squad? What in the Beyoncé meets villain arc is happening? Even the haters couldn't hate properly. They sounded confused, shaken, and low-key impressed. By the time Karlissa made her way toward the center of the yard, the gossip cycle had fully erupted. Blogs were uploading posts every 5 minutes, fans were arguing in comment sections, and people who weren't even at the party were pretending they were there by describing fake details with full confidence. It felt like the plot of a reality show, unscripted, messy, and fueled entirely by fashion, tension, and unresolved family dynamics. Karlissa wasn't just the moment. She was the storyline, the subplot, and the sequel all rolled into one. As the night grew louder, the drama surrounding Karlissa's entrance didn't calm down. It accelerated like a scandal strapped to a jet engine. The internet was already in meltdown mode, but the party itself was beginning to crack under the pressure of so many eyes watching in real time. Everywhere she went, people acted like they were in the presence of a living headline. Phones hovered above her like drones. Conversations stopped mid-sentence. Even the music felt like it dipped every time she moved, as if the speakers were intimidated by her sequencing. But the real explosion came when the celebrity reactions started rolling in. The first was a simple laughing emoji from Tamar Braxton, and that alone sent fans into a frenzy. People immediately started arguing about whether she meant it in support shade or pure confusion. Then Cardi B tweeted something cryptic like, "Some folks love being the main character," and the internet instantly dragged Karlissa into the interpretation whether it made sense or not. Screenshots spread faster than facts ever could. And suddenly the entire celebrity world felt involved in a party they weren't even at. Meanwhile, Christian's cousins posted a vague LMFAO under a fan page clip of Karlissa posing with strangers. That single comment fueled an entirely new wave of chaos, with fans dissecting every syllable like it was a leaked legal document. People swore this was the beginning of a new family war, as if Karlissa had walked in wearing battle armor instead of a dress. The arguments got so heated that fans started pulling old receipts, old posts, even old screenshots of shade from 2021 just to prove their point. The mess was historical at this point. Inside the yard, the energy twisted into something wild. Guests kept looking over their shoulders, wondering if they'd accidentally filmed themselves reacting poorly to Karlissa, because everyone knew a single bad angle could go viral and ruin a week of peace. People started posing near her like she was a celebrity statue, hoping for clout by proximity. A group of TikTokers even plotted to choreograph a dance next to her without her noticing, convinced it would blow up. They tried. She noticed. They fled. Viewers online treated it like a comedy special. But the biggest turning point was the leaked clip of Blueface watching his mom from across the yard like he wasn't sure whether to laugh, cry, or teleport. His expression became the meme of the night. People captioned it, "When your mom steals your job," and Blueface realizing Karlissa needs her own reality show ASAP. Someone even edited him into the background of a SpongeBob meme, looking utterly defeated while his mom sparkled like a disco ball that learned how to talk. Every hour brought a new viral or EMIX. Fashion influencers also jumped in, comparing Karlissa's outfit to everything from a Grammy red carpet to a Marvel villain's wardrobe. One influencer claimed the dress looked like it was stitched together using the tears of underdressed women, and the comment section instantly crowned it poetry. Another wrote a 5-paragraph breakdown about the symbolism of her heel height, insisting it represented power, independence, and the desire to silence haters with a single step. The level of delusion. Spectacular. Even random celebrities got dragged into the narrative. Someone asked Saweetie in her comments if she would wear what Karlissa wore, and Saweetie replied with a confused emoji, which was enough to turn her into an unwilling participant in the feud. A rapper commented, "Karlissa really outside like that?" And suddenly he was trending for 30 minutes until he deleted the comment. Everyone who breathed near the situation got pulled into it. It was digital gravity. Back at the party, some women began forming little groups to complain about the attention shift, whispering like they were plotting a revolution. One girl dramatically wiped her eyeliner and said, "I didn't come here to be humbled like this." Another claimed Karlissa walked past her and gave her a judgmental look. The witnesses say Karlissa was probably just looking for the charcuterie table. But the more rumors spread, the more wild interpretations people created. It didn't matter what happened, the internet decided it was iconic, toxic, or both. Live streams started multiplying. Fan pages went live from every angle possible, some zooming so close it looked like they were filming pores. Comments flooded in like a stampede. "Is she still shining? Blueface mad-ass faran. Y'all see how she walking?" Viewers acted like they were watching the World Cup, screaming, screen recording, and rewinding. The engagement was insane. People who didn't even know who Karlissa was were suddenly obsessed. Then came the memes, though, the memes. They were ruthless. One meme showed Karlissa walking into the party while the Avengers theme played. Another depicted her stepping out of the car with animated fire exploding behind her. Someone edited Blueface fading away like Flano's dust while Karlissa stood proudly in the foreground. People made side-by-side comparisons of her outfit with Beyoncé's tour costumes, and several swore she won. Whether they meant it or were trolling didn't matter. The internet ran with it anyway. A viral TikTok compilation titled Karlissa Ate and Left No Crumbs racked up millions of views in a few hours. It featured her walk, her smirk, her shoulder tilt, even the moment she adjusted her hair. People treated the footage like a training video for confidence. Motivational speakers posted her entrance saying, "Be the main character of your life." It was absurd. It was hilarious. It was peak internet culture at its finest. Even drama channels usually busy with political chaos or celebrity cheating scandals paused their regular content to cover the situation. One host dramatically whispered, "This is the kind of delusion I live for," while another said, "Karlissa is the villain America deserves." Reaction channels filmed themselves gasping and rewinding like they discovered hidden symbolism in her shoes. It was entertainment squared. At the same time, critics emerged like clockwork. Some said she was doing too much. Others insisted she was attention-seeking. A few claimed she intentionally stole Blueface's moment. But for every critique, someone else posted, "And she ate anyway," which shut down the argument. Being divisive only made the story bigger. Controversy is fuel. And the internet was driving a semi-truck loaded with gasoline. By the time midnight hit, the world outside that backyard had transformed the night into something legendary. It wasn't just an entrance. It was a digital earthquake, shaking timelines from TikTok to Twitter to Instagram to Facebook, anti-groups. Everyone had an opinion. Everyone had a meme. Everyone felt personally offended or personally inspired. The chaos was too big to ignore. By the next morning, the digital aftershocks from Karlissa's entrance were still rattling timelines like an earthquake nobody had prepared for. What was supposed to be a simple homecoming had morphed into a global spectacle powered entirely by one outfit and a mother with no intention of blending in. Fans woke up to more memes than news. Influencers were still analyzing the footage. Even aunties on Facebook were arguing about whether she did too much. The internet hadn't just reacted. It had spiraled into full obsession. Blueface, on the other hand, woke up to see his homecoming trending for all the wrong reasons. His name was everywhere, but every headline ended with, "Because of his mom." Videos of him looking overwhelmed circulated like vintage artifacts. Fans joked that even his shadow looked tired. Some said he needed therapy. Others claimed he needed better lighting so he could compete. The harsh truth was clear. The world decided the event wasn't his comeback, it was Karlissa's coronation. Meanwhile, fan accounts began posting dramatic edits of Karlissa walking in slow motion, set to everything from classical opera to drill music. People were calling her Mother of Mayhem, Auntie of Audacity, and Queen of Unbothered. Someone made a movie-style trailer using clips from the party, complete with voiceovers saying things like, "In a world full of basic fits." One woman rose. It was ridiculous. It was iconic. It was exactly the type of chaos that thrives online. But the aftermath wasn't all admiration. Critics emerged in waves. Some insisted she overshadowed her son intentionally. Others accused her of dressing too young, which only made her fans clap back harder. One user wrote, "If confidence was a crime, Karlissa would be serving life without parole." Another said, "Y'all mad because she popped out harder than your faves." The arguments raged nonstop, filling comment sections with enough drama to power an entire season of reality TV. Then came the think pieces, long, overly dramatic essays from people who take celebrity moments way too seriously. One article claimed Karlissa's entrance symbolized the shifting dynamics of modern motherhood, whatever that meant. Another argued she was redefining post-parental identity through aesthetic rebellion. Nobody knew what these words meant, but the posts went viral anyway because people love pretending they're smarter than the situation. The deeper they analyzed, the more unhinged the takes became. Even relationship experts chimed in. One self-proclaimed therapist posted a video titled, "Did Karlissa sabotage Blueface's big night?" And the comment section roasted him into deleting it. Others insisted Blueface should feel honored his mom had such main character energy. Blueface himself said nothing, which made the silence even louder. Fans started screenshotting his old tweets to see if they could connect dots that didn't exist. Some swore he was irritated. Some swore he wasn't. Some swore they saw tears. Nobody knew. Everyone theorized not as if things weren't chaotic enough. A blurry clip surfaced showing two women arguing near the back fence. Rumor claimed the fight started because one girl said Karlissa looked better than everyone else, and another girl disagreed so passionately she nearly knocked over a food tray. Whether true or exaggerated, blogs took the clip and ran wild with it. Headlines like "Fight breaks out over Karlissa's fit" hit the timeline, and people clicked instantly. Mess sells, mess wins. Mess never waits for fact-checking. Chrissy Ain finally added fuel to the fire with a post saying, "Some people love attention more than peace." She didn't mention names, but she didn't have to. The internet connected the dots in under 3 seconds. Comment sections exploded like someone lit a match in a gas station. People dragged her. Others defended her. A few neutral souls tried to calm things down, but their attempts were drowned under 50,000 arguments happening at once. It was digital warfare. Reaction channels had a field day. New videos popped up every hour. Did Karlissa do too much? Blueface looked fed up. Chrissy in subtweets again. The thumbnails were loud, dramatic, and crafted with maximum clout-chasing effort. Hosts dragged every detail of the night, from the way Karlissa tilted her head to the angle of her wrist when she waved goodbye. People filmed themselves watching the videos and reacting to the reactions. But the biggest twist came when Blueface tried to downplay everything with a casual Instagram story saying, "You'll do too much, lol." Fans didn't accept it. They zoomed in on the background. They analyzed his tone. They insisted he was lying. Some said he sounded irritated. Some said he sounded scared. Some said Karlissa probably told him to post it. Nobody agreed on anything. Consensus is illegal on the internet. Meanwhile, Karlissa posted a picture of herself from the night with the caption, "Confidence is free." Those 3 words sent timelines into cardiac arrest. Supporters called it inspirational. Haters called it delusional. Neutral observers said she was being petty on purpose. Her comment section turned into a digital Royal Rumble. People quoted it like scripture. Others mocked it. A few tried to psychoanalyze it. One fan wrote, "She's the villain and the hero, pick your side." The funniest part? People who weren't even at the party started lying about what they saw. One user claimed she watched Blueface storm off dramatically. Another said she heard someone crying in the bathroom. A third insisted Karlissa winked at a girl and caused a relationship to end. Every story was more dramatic than the last, and none of them could be proven. But the internet wasn't looking for accuracy. It was looking for entertainment. As hours passed, the narrative mutated into something bigger. Bloggers argued about whether Blueface was embarrassed or proud. Fans compared Karlissa to iconic TV moms. Like Kris Jenner and Mama Joyce, someone made a tier list, ranking celebrity moms based on drama impact, and Karlissa was placed in the S tier next to Beyonce's mom and Cat Williams' mom. It was unserious, disrespectful, and somehow perfectly accurate. In the days following, edits of Karlissa's entrance continued circulating. Motivational TikTokers used her walk for empowerment videos. Fashion pages used her outfit to discuss ageless style. Even comedians used her entrance as punchlines in their skits. The cultural footprint was undeniable. She broke the algorithm and rearranged the internet's priorities for 48 hours straight. A mother wearing a sparkly outfit somehow outperformed entire celebrity PR teams, and while people eventually moved on to the next scandal, the memory stayed. Anytime someone mentioned Blueface, someone else mentioned Karlissa. Anytime a mom showed up to glam to an event, people called it pulling a Karlissa. Anytime someone tried to steal a spotlight, memes resurfaced. She didn't just walk into a party, she walked into meme history. But the truth is, everyone secretly knows this won't be the last time Karlissa dominates an event meant for someone else. And that, ladies, gentlemen, and professional drama addicts, is how one mother with a sparkly outfit, an unbothered walk, and a villain-level confidence managed to hijack an entire homecoming party and flip the internet upside down like a dusty mattress. If you're still here, congratulations! You just survived a digital roller coaster powered by rumors, memes, and a woman who refuses to let the spotlight retire. This wasn't just a recap. This was a masterclass in main character behavior. And honestly, half of y'all needed to take notes before you run off to argue in the comments or pretend you wouldn't have fainted if you saw Karlissa in person. Go ahead and smash that like button like you're collecting child support. And hit subscribe the way Blueface hits panic mode whenever his mom trends. Ring that notification bell like you're waking up the entire house for Drama Hour, because trust me, around here, the scandals don't clock out. They work overtime. Drop a comment and let me know. Was Karlissa serving or overserving? Was Blueface embarrassed or spiritually defeated? What moment had you wheezing the hardest? Let the messiness flow. This channel feeds on chaos like it's breakfast. This is Fane FLAWS, where celebrities lose control, families implode in designer heels, and every entrance, exit, and eyebrow raise becomes a full-blown storyline. Stay ready, stay dramatic, and stay refreshed, because the next scandal is always loading. And you already know.